window and pull it over to where it's hiding the editor and all that stuff. So go up to the top and just drag it over to your, I don't know, other way. Yeah, bring it all the way over there. And now the window behind that, click on it and pull it up, or pull it over to the other direction, because that's going to have the chat from Nope. That window. That's going to have the chat from TikTok. So when you click back on our videos, it should be in the background. Yeah. So now we'll be able to see the chats from TikTok as well as YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook.
The chat.
But it has to do a separate window for some reason. So, okay, gotta go share.
Sharing.
I was gonna try to get one of those likers that sits there and taps your screen.
Have you seen the new Shure microphone that came out, the SM4?
Yeah.
Oh, they look good.
Yeah, there's a bunch
So
going on out there.
Seems like it may be for more. Oh, he got it. For more instruments. Is that a fullback?
Appears to be.
They came out with a new Rode streaming deck too.
A new pod. What?
It's for streaming. It's for video. So it's a switcher, and it also runs audio.
No, what are you taking pictures of?
Do we need it?
No,
Do you have our
it's like
consent?
$1,200.
Crap.
For Foot Finder?
Oh, I should share this, right?
Searching for similar feet.
Have you guys upgraded to iOS 18?
What? Yeah.
It's a wonderful.
I have not noticed anything.
That's a touchdown, eh?
Got to turn my volume down.
Oh, great. I have him on my bench.
Why would you have CD
I don't
Lamb
have
on your
him my
bench?
I'm just checking real quick.
Just checking, but you do. You don't have CD Lamb. Dustin does.
I have CD Lamb in the
Oh, look at that.
in the fam one.
First comment.
what?
Oh, you can go ahead and play our music if you wanted.
CD Lamb.
Oh.
Right there, Brett.
Here, which internet?
I'm playing Michael this week.
Here, Joey. Which internet should I click on? And then you can give me
GPC Church.
Pro, church, guest.
Church.
Noah, turn it up.
It should ask you for permission.
Talking God all night.
Thanks, Noah.
Yeah.
Lesson lessons too.
Thank you.
Bible stories crew. Every episode, something fresh and new. Papa's on your feet, spreading light and glee. Joey, Josh, and Brett talking scripture free.
This is the only reason I do this
They got
podcast.
funny vibes.
What's going on, man?
Christian tales with pride.
This song is pretty sick.
Keep you entertained on this holy ride. Funny banter strong. You can't go wrong.
Hey, Brett.
Tune in every week for the sacred song.
It works.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Papa's on your
It
feet,
used to not work.
spreading light and glee. Joey, Josh, and Brett talking scripture free.
Hey guys, we're live and in person. How's it
Yo.
going? Welcome to Pod Bless Podcast, where we're a few fellas that get together and look at our phones. We get together and try to make some comedy out of biblical texts and sense and musings in our own head. And yeah, I'm Josh Williams.
I'm Joey Butch.
I'm Brett Dickman.
And this shirt is for Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
And this one is from Gatlinburg, Tennessee,
I just realized it says Cougars very large.
where lovers.
And
come
Mount
from.
Vernon is small.
Joey's into Cougars.
Yeah, that's
I'm not making a
bad
joke
look.
about the number on the back.
What's the number on the back?
Never mind. So, welcome to Pod Bless Podcast. I hope you enjoy yourself while you're here. I hope you can tickle your brain bone so that you can think about new things that you
that's-
wouldn't normally think about.
that's my elbow.
You should make the opening longer. It's true. The opening should be.
He's like, you should just play that in the entire episode.
just
You guys
play the
should,
music
like,
in the background.
Talk less.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how's your guys' week been?
Tired.
Busy.
Sleepy.
Now it's rainy, and it seems like it's going to be that way
Hey,
for the
we went
duration.
over 2 months with no rain at all.
It was a
So,
long time. It was a long
Take the blessings where they may fall.
Decides to rain the most the day I put the pool cover on.
Was that words? What'd you say?
Seems.
was it?
I don't think that was how that went.
What'd you say?
Huh?
What'd you say though? I know there's something about pool cover. What'd you start off with?
Oh,
What?
I'm so tired. Yes, I
What?
said it would rain the day that I decided to put the pool cover.
Woo-hoo! Oh, wow. It's
Here.
going to be a good
I'm
night.
drinking this water.
I have
Cool
this.
Whip.
I should have brought my Welch's
Energy
Ghost.
drink. You should take a
Cool
nap. Is what you should do.
I can't. I have kids
I do too.
and a
That's right.
wife that
I
likes
I
to
nap. I
talk
nap
to
while
me.
I'm in it. I got like 7.5 hours of sleep last night.
Kick saving a butte there, bud.
My biohacking let me know.
you're biohacking.
Yeah, a little heart
Yeah.
rate monitor.
I don't think I like that on your pointer finger. I think it makes you look kind of weird.
They say things about people that wear
It's,
Multiple
it's
rings.
kingly,
multiple
right?
rings. Yeah,
It's kingly.
Kiss his ring, Joey.
No, I'm good.
I was trying to figure out where I'm going through. But yeah, biohacking, man. I got to figure out, what's going on.
What's biohacking?
Reading my sleep and all that different stuff and keeping up with my heart rate. I'm hacking my biological clock.
Do those things cause cancer? Oh my gosh, I can't talk.
Probably.
You're struggling right now.
I think our
I'm-
phones probably do worse than the.
You want some
ring
gushers?
does.
No.
Hey, mom's commenting in there. Yes,
Sh-
Matt, it's too
Showers
long.
of blessing. Wait, what?
Matt was saying the intro needs to be longer.
Should be
Mom
longer.
says it's too long.
Hey, they're allowed to have differing opinions.
Showers of blessings, she always
Boom.
says. Also says.
Hey viewers, share our live. Invite more friends.
Yeah. If you like the show, tell other people.
That's what.
Oh,
TikTok told us to
hey,
do.
somebody just tuned in that I'm not going to read their name.
We are here
That's
every Thursday night. Basically every Thursday. We don't miss too much. This is episode 187.
I kind
We
of want
have
to check
something-
Facebook, seeing as how we only have comments from YouTube and the TikTok coming in.
That's a great point. It's on Facebook. Here, I'll message him from Facebook. We've been doing this for
17 years.
4 years now.
4 years
Just
and
feels like
4
so.
weeks.
We're going to hit episode
Just feels like 17.
200 very soon. Brett has some special plans for that.
Oh, yeah. We're
It's
going
going to
to
be explosive.
cook some hot dogs. You know what I've really gotten into lately? Candied jalapenos.
That sounds wonderful.
Like sweet jalapenos that are also spicy. Whoa.
It's like freeze dried jalapenos.
No, they're just in a jar and they're just kind of sweet. They get a little sweetness to them, but they're still spicy as well. Is that messing with the camera a lot? Dang, JoJo. That's intense.
What happened?
Look up.
I think I'm
Oh,
gonna-
the light just started.
I think I'm going to have a seizure.
You're
Have
having
Have you ever had a seizure before?
I have not. I just thought about this today. I've only blacked out once that I remember.
What happened?
Yeah,
Facebook
it's working.
works.
I actually, it was just a couple years ago. I had COVID, I think, and I was laying on the couch, and the phlegm that was in my chest kind of got me choked.
Ew.
So I started coughing,
Crying.
but then I coughed so hard that I blacked out. I lost my oxygen.
Yeah,
Like,
it's called passing out, oxygen deprivation.
I woke up in the floor with my arms behind my back and my face like into the car. I had a carpet burn on my
Can
forehead.
you
He
be
was-
in
he-
the floor?
He was tied up.
Well, I was on the couch and I went head first into the floor and woke
Oh.
up.
He thought he would choke, but Kelly really hit him over the head with the Bible.
Could have been. There was a big knot on the back of my head
Ouch.
that I can't explain. But yeah,
I hit my head so hard this last week. You ever hit your head so hard you have like an instant, just huge bump on it?
yeah.
Like it hurt so bad.
You
I had
hit-
a headache the next day.
You hit your head so hard you grew hair.
I wish.
What if that was a thing? How
Dude.
hard would you hit your head?
Hard. Hard.
Would it be the backside though? Would we have to hit our face so the hair grows in the back?
I'm gonna have to turn that light.
It's like a chia pet.
I can go mess
I got
with
you.
it.
I'll adjust it.
Well,
you feel.
just
you
watch
feel.
your
Hey, what happened to our screen cover?
yeah, it's not up there anymore. It's like somebody
Joey.
cleaned up in here or something. I think it would have been easier for me to. You got a lot of
It-
things you had to disrobe on.
Dude,
So he took our screen. That's why it's doing it.
Yeah. He messed with it.
I hit my head so hard once, I like tasted blood.
But did you get hit in the face then or in the back of the head?
I fell. I don't really remember.
Oh.
I just remember I got up and like I could taste and smell blood.
Hmm.
But I had no like my nose wasn't bleeding or nothing.
That's weird. That's really weird. It'll
So
start again.
fulfilling, guys.
We have been. We were sitting here talking.
That's as good as it's gonna get.
I'm fine with it.
I can't believe your shirt says "I Heart Cougars."
It doesn't.
Mine does too.
It says MVNU Cougars
I love Kelly.
right there.
She's my cougar.
Let's make an accurate. Gosh, I cannot.
Man, you're.
Yeah. We should-
Acronym
we
for
could give you a
MVNU.
break.
Yeah, right.
Are
Can I
you
just go home?
okay? Yeah. Brett's like, have you guys ever had a seizure? Because
I think I might have had a stroke.
You smell popcorn, burnt toast.
No, but my left eye or my right eye the other day was just like drooping down.
That's called cerebral
Wow.
palsy.
Just teasing.
You should probably go to the doctor.
Let's make an acronym for MVNU
Mount
Cougars. but-
Vernon Nazarene University.
No, but it actually has to do with like cougars, like the older women.
Mm.
Nope.
M.
I would like to not do
VNU,
that.
Not
What?
NVNU.
I would like to
M.
not do that.
MVNU.
Yeah, moms.
Moms.
Yeah, we need to stop you right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we should pause
You
on that.
guys ready to jump into my segment?
Yeah, hit the button, please, so we can move on.
Ready to get your ear holes blessed? Take it away, Josh. Mom's very.
Nope, 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 no.
In you. So, welcome to Pod Bless. I'm going to do my segment now. I was trying to put some more preparation into it because I wasn't. I want it to be bigger than it was or than it is, but yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Okay, hit
So
me.
anyway, our big fans of the show, Brandon Moore and
I just saw the name of the person that joined at the bottom. I'm sorry, on TikTok.
oh yeah, that's what I was telling you.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the reason. That's the one I said I wasn't going to check. But yeah, your last stand. As men, there's kind of a TikTok going around and different things of
Like
that nature.
custard.
Yeah, like custard.
Yeah.
Like
Lemonade.
No.
Oh.
Like famous people that took a last stand to just show that they're not going to give up the fight.
Remember the Alamo.
William Wallace from Braveheart. Who else?
The Giants against the Cowboys.
No.
David against the Giants. Maybe.
David and Goliath.
Wait, hold on. Do you have to die for it to be your last stand?
I'm not.
Because then it's not your last stand.
I'm going to say, well, I guess technically you do have
Yeah,
to
like
die,
you
so-
have to die.
So yeah, we can go that route.
Yeah. Otherwise, it was your second to last.
For now, let's just talk about, if you're out there watching, tell us your favorite last stand from a movie. So, or history in that general thing. I mean, like Custard, like you said. I was talking to my brother earlier. He said True Grit, the original first movie of True Grit with
John Wayne.
John Wayne. And he had a last stand with these guys. There's like 6 guys on horseback. And it was like, all right, boys, you put your guns down. I'll let you live. And they're like, ha, 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 ha. And, of course, he beat them all.
Wait, did he live?
I don't know. I can't
Then
remember.
it wasn't his last stand.
Well, I can't remember.
Invalidated.
Denzel Washington in
Man on Fire.
that,
Oh, that was a good one.
or the Western he was in with the heat is not the Hateful Eight, the
Magnificent Seven.
Magnificent Seven.
I have
that
not
was it,
seen that, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that
that's-
is a good one. That was a definite last
Now
stand.
you know how it ends.
Oh man, dang. No, in Man on Fire, he did a great little trade there for
Isn't that when he's president or something?
PETA. No, he's a bodyguard,
Oh.
and the girl, it's Dakota Fanning when she was little.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
And she
yeah,
gets
yeah.
kidnapped, and it's PETA, and he goes and finds her, and ends up trading his life for hers.
What about Liam Neeson and Taken?
Doesn't count.
That-
He didn't die.
Oh,
no,
he
no,
did
no.
not die.
They have to die.
Shh. Liam
Don't
Neeson.
you dare say the gray.
Is that the one with the wolves?
Yes.
Yeah.
That movie was terrible.
No, that was a last stand.
Yes, it was. But that movie,
He
as he's
broke glass
taping-
bottles
Oh.
and was like going to fight the wolves at the
I
last end.
hated the end of that
I
movie
loved
so
it.
much.
I thought it was bad to the bone.
We were laughing out loud in the theater watching it. We're
I
like,
thought it was
this
great.
is stupid.
It was a Liam Neeson movie. It's not stupid.
Bruce Willis in Independence Day. Or I'm sorry, in
You're
Armageddon.
way off.
I mixed them
Yeah.
up.
He didn't die in that.
Yeah, he did in
Yeah.
Armageddon.
I've
He
never
stayed
seen
on the
it.
So
asteroid.
him and
Never seen it.
Ben Affleck's dating his daughter, and they're pretty serious.
Wait. So there's an asteroid coming at Earth is
Yeah.
the bigger part. And
That's
they
the problem.
send up oil riggers, the
It's-
guys who dig oil,
Which
dig
is
for
the
oil. in
backward
the
way to
ocean.
do it.
Yeah. So they
Like-
sent them into space to dig a bomb into this asteroid.
Instead of training astronauts to dig, they take people who normally dig for oil and turn them into astronauts.
It's just as hard.
I feel like it would have been easier to go the other way, but whatever. And they're up there, and they like there's a nuke they have to put in, so they get the depth and they put the nuke in.
Somebody has to stay behind and
Well,
detonate
that
it.
wasn't the plan originally,
Right.
But there's something got damaged. And it has to be like proximity detonate instead of remote. And so they draw straws, and Ben Affleck's character draws the shortest straw. And so Bruce Willis is like, I'll take him out there. So like he takes him to like the airlock where he's gonna, and he pops his air hose off, shoves him back in the room, takes the detonator and closes, and the door's closed.
He's like,
and then
no,
he's like, Harry,
it's supposed to be me.
and he's like, take care of my little girl.
And
And
they
then
fly
he goes
away.
and dies
Have you
in
ever
space.
seen? Okay, so have you ever seen Sons of Anarchy?
No,
Opie.
Yep, that's where I was
Yeah.
going.
Good one.
his name's
It is.
Opie.
Dude,
Tell me about it.
He's a monster. He was a huge
So-
guy.
So
Hodor?
it's Ryan Hurst.
eh.
He's from Strong Side. He's
Oh yeah, he's the quarterback.
no, he's the linebacker. The one, Gary.
Bertia?
Yeah.
Oh, I know this guy.
I thought
Yeah.
he was the quarterback.
Bertia.
But anyway, he's so in Sons of Anarchy, he's best friends with Jax, and they're in jail, and they're in jail because one of their guys killed a gangster's daughter.
Oh.
So they're in jail, and the plot or the theme is that one has to stay,
Oh.
and so they have to choose. And Opie lost his wife. Like, it's a great story. You need to watch it.
It's
Maybe not with
wild
your
story.
family.
He
Yes.
stays in.
No, he goes into fight.
Because that was the thing. Like one
Yeah.
of you gets to stay,
Oh.
one of you has to.
Yeah,
Go die.
Yeah, and so Jackson's gonna do it. He's the leader. He's like, I got this. And he's like, no. He does the same kind of thing.
Like pushes him, closes
He's
the
like,
door.
nope, I got this. And
Oh shoot.
then he gets hit over the head with a lead pipe.
Yeah.
That's
He did take a few guys down.
Yeah, he did.
He really fought really well.
Matt says, I've never realized how silly that plot is, Armageddon.
Of course.
Yeah,
No.
Matt, it would have been much easier for them to train the astronauts how to dig. But whatever.
But yeah, Jon Snow in.
He lived. Doesn't count. Sorry, I don't mean to be that guy, but if it's going to be a last
do you
stand-
not mean to be
no,
that guy?
the guy in Independence Day, the one that was crazy, nobody believed about aliens.
The old pilot.
Yeah, and he's the only one with a missile left, and then
No,
it
he
won't
just,
launch.
He just flew his plane into it, didn't he?
That's why he did.
Oh.
He was the only guy with a missile left.
Oh, okay.
And then he went to launch it, and like the arms were broken, and that's when he realized.
Wasn't he Uncle Eddie?
Yes.
Yeah, Uncle Eddie
Clark, you don't
from-
mind if I fumigate this? Yeah. And he flies his plane into the.
That's true.
He says, "I'm back," and he's got
Crashes
the
it into
picture of his kids up there, and the.
And then they're like, "Hey, we can take these aliens down."
Yeah.
So, in saying that, there's a bunch of famous movie.
Oh, I have one more.
Go for it.
Okay, Endgame. Captain America. He lived.
Okay.
Doesn't count.
Oh, yeah. You
just
holes in
eliminated
your own
myself.
story.
Iron Man.
Eliminated myself.
Oh,
That is the right. Cap had intentions to die, but he lived, so it doesn't count. Iron Man's qualifies.
Yeah, he died on purpose to save everyone else. Hey, Tabby, how's it going?
Tabitha, it could be the last stand that person ever takes against or for anything. They don't.
She's got a
Oh,
point.
Yeah,
I think she got me.
she did. She outgot you.
Okay.
Can villains take a final stand? Like, can you count villains?
Ooh, this is a good question.
Because
Oh.
I just keep thinking of the meme going around of
Mom Joey'd it up
like
Like Jesus.
like
Yeah.
Jesus
the
did.
Pirates in the Caribbean meme going around where the dude's walking out the ship and everything's just blowing up around them.
Yeah.
Like
That was pretty 16. Yeah. Ooh,
Mom, Jesus doesn't count because he rose from the dead.
he,
so-
did, he died, technically.
but he came back.
No, he didn't.
What?
He came back.
Oh, okay. So I like Noah's question. Is there a villain that maybe like stepped up? Like
Loki.
a Loki style villain.
Yeah, Loki
Who
in the
turns
TV
into
show.
and like he takes the last stand at the end if you've
He's
seen
like,
the
"Oh,
TV show.
I'm going to sacrifice my own
Yeah.
personal life to save everybody else's timeline."
I kind of like that.
If you've not
What's
watched
the
it,
who's the gatekeeper on Thor that dies?
Heimdall.
Oh, Heimdall.
Yeah.
Sorry, Heimdall.
That's his name.
Oh,
He's in God of War too.
yeah.
He's super frustrated.
He's in Valhalla now
Yeah,
because he
is.
welcomed what's her name, Jin, the one that took over as the girl Thor.
They both dead.
Well, they're not dead. They're in.
You have to die to go to Valhalla while fighting.
Yeah.
So yeah, Last Stand.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's where I was going from that. Last stand. What is, as a man, thinking of your family and your
Okay.
children, your wife?
Can
whatever.
women last stand?
No,
I think they can. I think they can.
They're not strong enough.
they're not. They can't do what a man can do.
Matt said Billy in Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
I've never
Sacrificed
seen it.
himself. Yeah. You should. It's pretty
Apparently,
I mean-
I watch just comedies and I don't watch like the.
It's funny.
Giving birth is a pretty severe, life-threatening.
Stranger Things
You
is
want
funny.
Can we call that? Is that last standish?
No, because I'm doing the story this way.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So as a man, as a dad, what is the thought? Because we have weird thoughts. It's like the Roman Empire and stuff like that. They always joke about like
Every
hey,
day.
What do you think about the Roman Empire all the time? So
That's World War II for me.
if there's ever a thought that you thought about sacrificing yourself for loved ones and family, what is it that you would imagine being the most killer way to go out as far as like it's your last stand and you're going to try to fight no matter what to protect your loved ones and family?
I got two.
Go for it.
Can I have two?
I don't care, man.
Okay. One is less realistic, and one is realistic enough that I don't want it to sound corny or cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to.
Let's go unrealistic first.
Okay.
Having, like end of the world stuff happens,
Yeah.
and the people I
nuclear
care
war
about
that's
most
pending right now.
come down to the property,
Yeah.
and we just hold out as long as we can
Yeah.
just-
Against the government.
against whoever. Against whoever. No, I don't think it would be against the government. I'm assuming government's fallen at this point. So it's going to be against like raiders and people that want your stuff.
So it's like the Walking Dead type stuff.
zombie
I've not
apocalypse.
seen that, but I think yes. They make like small communities, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be my first one, and I'll save my other one for after you guys go.
Okay. You got one that you thought of in the time that we've talked about it?
I always think of like intruder. You know what I mean? Like somebody's coming into your house and they're
I think about that every day.
yeah
I never thought of that as being a last stand, but dude, I think about that every
yeah
day.
like
Could
okay
be.
yeah.
Just any pop, creak, or knock in the house. I'm
Sarah's
just like,
Sarah's been watching Criminal Minds lately.
it's even worse.
It is.
That means she's more likely to kill you than she ever has been.
No, you're just always watching out for.
She
creepy
watches
people.
all those. I mean, the fact
Just
that I'm
kidding.
still here today,
It's a testament.
it's a miracle from God.
How many times you've been asleep and she's had the knife over you and gone, nope, not today.
I'm just cutting
Not
an
today.
onion, and at 4 a.m. in our room. Yeah,
I just needed to cry. I needed to feel.
That onion's uncut.
we don't even have onions.
That's a potato.
I think I was crying in bed the other night with my little girl. I was praying for her or something. I was crying a little bit. She's like, "You've been cutting onions?" I was like,
Aw,
"No,
that's
Yes.
I'm just a big sissy. That's all."
Ted's just a wuss.
So
She's like, suck it up.
Buttercup.
suck it up, mom. That's what he
Oh,
says. She says to me. So you're thinking of intruder, possibly?
Yeah, like somebody's there to like either kill or take your family
Ooh,
kids.
what's the Will Smith movie about the zombies?
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. He does that at the end too, and he puts
Bad
them
Boys
in the,
2.
puts them in the safe thing.
That's a fantasy one.
Bad Boys.
Bad
2.
Boys 2. You go and get a handful of your boys and you go and do illegal crap to save a family member.
Oh,
It's like your sister's been kidnapped. You down to ride? And they're like, of course we're down to ride. And then
Yeah.
you go and just mess some people up and
Or
get your
what-
family back.
What was the Matt Damon stuff like? Hey,
Yes.
we're,
It was Ben Affleck
I
to
need
Jeremy
you to
Renner.
drive. Yeah, I need
Yeah.
you to drive. I can't tell you what we're going.
We're-
I can't tell you who
We're going to do bad
Yeah.
things and we're going to hurt people.
Yeah.
And you can never ask me about it.
Okay.
He says, whose car are we taking?
Yeah, whose car are we taking? Yeah.
Oh, I got another one. The movie one, Training Day.
I haven't
Training
seen it.
Day's pretty wild. Yeah.
Who are they training?
You've never seen Training Day?
Of course he's not.
I'll write it down.
Yeah.
It needs to go with Shooter. Shooter, Training Day.
Fury had a great last stand moment.
Kong ain't got nothing on me.
King Kong ain't got nothing.
Wait,
That's a
that's
famous
from
quote.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
No, it's from
it is
Training Day.
not from Malibu's Most
Yes, it
Wanted.
is. He does it.
It's from Training
King
Day.
Kong
Yeah.
ain't got nothing on me. Yeah,
It's from Training Day.
It's from Malibu's Most
That's
Wanted.
It's probably didn't one like
Denzel's
best like
highlights of his
ever.
career.
Trying to like watch this tonight. I
Yeah.
love Denzel, dude.
Denzel
I'm a
is
big
great.
time. John Q. That's a last stand. Oh, when he hijacks the whole hospital to save his boy. Come on now.
So,
Nobody. Oh, I like that.
I like to think in the imaginary sense of being like Jon Snow in that scenario where he's out there on the battlefield and there's an entire army coming at him and he just holds his sword up like, you know what, let's do this. And then a whole army shows up behind him to fight him back. But
On
he
your
was
left.
willing. Yeah, he was willing without that army behind
Yeah.
him of just like, well, here we go.
Just like Cat.
We just read in Bible story. We were reading about David, and he just killed 40,000 men and 700 chariot drivers.
I love how when you're reading it, it just says
That's it right there. That's that when you say that.
What's going on, brother?
What?
Oh,
Just my brother
Phil,
commenting.
hey guys.
Yeah.
When you're like your scenario of Jon Snow, that's what I envision. Like just out there, David just doing it. Like,
Here we go.
yeah.
We're doing this.
Could you imagine the stamina it must take to kill 40,000 men?
To not just kill them, but remember they don't have guns.
Yeah.
So you have to
It's
you have to
all
cut,
hand-to-hand
stab,
combat.
or shoot an arrow into every one of those people.
What a day to be
That's
alive.
40,000 people. I don't think the Americans lost 10,000 people in the Revolutionary War. Like
will look it up.
like the amount of deaths to actual combat, disease they might have, but like to cause
D to C.
40,000 deaths
to combat.
is crazy. What?
Zach commented in and says Joey, if fighting off a cougar and a bear by himself,
Done it.
Samson had some good ones too.
Samson killed 1,000 with the jaw of a donkey.
Yep. Now that was all by himself. He
That
didn't
was
have any backup.
alone, my dude. Just
Joey, you're
sw-
completely wrong.
how many people died in the Revolution?
25 to 30.
That's not real
1,000.
facts. Wait, from combat or from disease? and
Wikipedia says
everything?
so.
Died in their war for independence.
Yes, look up from combat because I guarantee you it's not as much.
Oh, it was 7,000 were killed in battle.
Boom,
1,700
thank
died from diseases.
Samson's end of life, though, his was a good one. That was a last stand where
Give me
he
my
it was
sight
like,
one more
God,
time."
Just give me my strength one more time. I don't think he had his
Strength.
sight.
I thought he got his sight back. Just at
I
the
don't
end.
think he had his sight.
I know he got his strength, but I thought he got his.
He
sight
put his hands on the pillars because he was still feeling, and he put his hands on the pillars. and was like, okay,
I thought he
here
was
we
tied
go.
to the pillar. Wasn't he chained to the pillar?
Yeah, but
I think I got a
He was
real
holding the building up, right?
no,
No.
he
Or was
pushed
he
it
pushing
down.
it
They had
down?
It was
chained
the
up
two
and they were
pillars that held the. It was like the
mocking him.
cornerstones.
I think I
And he
got
knocked
a
those
real
down.
life one I'm going to go with.
Okay.
Killdozer.
Killdozer.
Oh, that's
that,
a. g-
that
Woo!
was definitely
He
a
didn't
last
have a
stand.
family, but he did it for all of us.
He did.
He said sometimes they just
Wait.
push a man to have to do things.
If you don't know who Killdozer is, a guy who for years and years and years, from how I've heard the story, it
Government
could be
kept
different.
screwing him
The
over.
government and the city and the state just kept screwing this guy over and over and over. And
Because he
finally,
wouldn't sell his land.
yeah, he just lost it and welded himself into a bulldozer and drove around. It was totally bulletproof, like rocket proof, like a tank.
and just went through town tearing up all of the local.
Just the
government
people who
businesses.
screwed him over
Yeah.
and just the government.
building. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah. It's a great documentary. You should
But
watch it.
he ends up taking care of it himself. That
He-
was that was
well,
the sucky part.
He loses his stand to himself.
When you weld
Yeah, oh,
yourself into
They couldn't get to him. His bulldozer got stuck in a building, and he just
He's like,
yeeted.
well, it's done. He had a camera rigged up on top, so he didn't even have windows to look out of. He rigged an old camera up on top so he could
drilled-
watch it on a monitor.
He drilled little holes just to shoot a gun out randomly to scare him off.
he didn't kill anybody, did he?
Nope.
Yeah.
Just tearing down the buildings and
He
stuff.
didn't want to kill anybody. He just wanted to get some redemption.
He has a really famous quote off that.
We got a big comment on here.
Tabitha said, "Any pregnant woman who has to decide between her life or the baby's, if there's ever a decision like that to be made, that's got to be last stand level, right?
Oh yeah.
Of like,
Well, that is a last
I'm
stand,
considering pregnancy that way. By the way, like if you're even a totally healthy pregnancy is like, I'm so glad I'm a guy and don't have to do that.
His
Allegedly.
dozer fell into the basement. Philip said.
Yeah, it hit a building and fell into the basement. And he couldn't get out, so he yeeted himself because
Yeah.
there was no plan to get out, honestly.
Self-deleted.
But also the quote was, "Sometimes reasonable men must do unreasonable things."
Whoa. Zach said there was a lady in Alaska who was mauled by a bear, healed up, and then went and hunted that bear down and killed it.
That's boss. You think the bear remembered her?
He
How
never.
great
for-
would that be if he's like bleeding
never
out and
forgot
she
her.
walks up to him and he's like, "I always knew you'd be back."
It's Joey on Minecraft last night.
Yeah, right. I wanted to kill that Enderman.
But
so
yeah,
bad.
that was just a thought, and thinking of last stands that we'd like to take.
Can I say my serious one?
Oh, go for it.
Okay,
Is it going to really kill the mood though?
maybe. Unfortunately, I've thought about this a lot because churches can be targets for people
Yeah.
who Tabitha said the bear definitely remembered, and sometimes people who are misguided want to come and attack a church, right? And
Yeah.
like there's been, recent shootings in churches and things like that, and so like I've sat up at night thinking about like, okay, like what, God forbid that happened, right?
Right.
What are we doing? Like what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
right?
Having that scenario thoughts.
And
what
like
you're gonna
thinking
do.
about like I've thought about this a lot. Like how would I try to potentially talk somebody down from hurting a lot of people, and like how far am I willing to go with that, and like self-sacrifice so that other people weren't hurt?
Right.
Because also like I wouldn't want 12 people jumping up and trying to shoot somebody because then other people are going to get shot. So like trying to hold somebody's attention when you know they want to kill somebody.
Yeah.
And like that's intimidating. Like that's a scary thought. But
Yeah.
like just kind of getting myself like hopefully never have to do that, but like
Yeah.
mentally prepared for like if it did happen, I wouldn't be just 100% off guard. Does that sound crazy?
A little bit.
Okay.
But no, that's from other people's thoughts. Like if you're looking at other people, they would be like, man, you're thinking way too much about that. But there's so many people that don't think enough about a lot of these things.
Yeah.
That's just well prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's preparedness.
I think it's a lot of dudes like sitting against the wall so you can see what's going on around you. You're seeing where the exits are,
Yeah.
so you can see if somebody comes in that shouldn't be there.
We have a safety team.
I was about to say,
does their job very
honestly,
well.
if that ever happened, you got to talk the safety team down because that dude's.
They're good.
Yeah.
We have a good safety team. But I've just thought about it, like how to like, this is the Christian side of it, of like how to get the best possible outcome. Because
Yeah.
like the best outcome isn't someone takes out the attacker. Like the best outcome, yeah, intrusive thoughts, Tabitha is right. Like the best outcome would be they would not hurt someone and like you could help them, right?
Yeah.
Like even if they've made that decision to do something terrible, like you would want them to stop immediately and like figure that out. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We should test and see how good your safety team is.
No, churches have done that and it's a terrible idea.
Yeah. It never
Not
goes well.
dibs.
There was a youth pastor that did he paid some people to come into a youth group they were having a meeting and they zip tied people and they acted like they were executing people and were like telling them like deny your faith and you can live to see who would do it and who wouldn't. Yeah, they got sued big time.
Super quick. Yeah.
Sued for that.
I do know a pastor that was from the Bible college I went to who went to speak at a friend's church, and he dressed up like a homeless guy and
I've heard
poured
it.
beer on himself and stuff, so he stunk and everything. And he sat outside asking for change and
Yeah.
stuff, and everybody walked by him like, no, thank you, no, thank you. And then he came inside and went up on stage and started cleaning himself up as he's preaching.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's deep. That's rough on folks.
So we'll have Noah come in.
No.
I think we should.
Lord forbid any of that happen. But
I play to win.
You wanna go into Joey's segment now?
press my button.
Press your button.
Play my music.
Sit down and listen up to what Joey's got to say.
Josh, we can get to 10,000.
Oh, I know we can. We're already.
All right, fellas. What does the
4.5.
name and viewers out there? What does the name Helene mean to you?
Helene.
Michael Scott.
Before this hurricane, it meant Michael Scott. It meant Pam's mom, right?
Yeah.
Was Helene.
Yeah.
One of the funniest scenes in The Office is when
She's the nurse.
when she finds out, when Pam finds out that Michael's dating her mother, and she's in disbelief, and how quickly it turns to just
I thought it was
anger.
when Michael does the movie and he's got all of his ex-girlfriends in it and she's the nurse that nurses him back to health.
Yes. Michael Scarn. Right?
Yeah.
That is good.
I just saw an AI rendering of The Office, by the way. Did you see that?
No.
It's an AI rendering with all the presidential candidates from back in the day, like Obama and Hillary, and everybody makes themselves into a character basically of The Office. I'll find it. And send
That
it to you.
show's so old now,
Anyway,
guys.
go ahead and do your
So-
segment.
Still awesome.
Helene is the hurricane of the day, the hurricane du jour, if you will. Right now,
That
they-
sounds good. I'll have
yeah,
that.
it's still the eye. Hold on, let me get the most current weather update
It
here.
has another hour to
What's this
landfall.
soup du jour?
Landfall is considered to be when the eye
sounds
hits
delicious.
land, right?
Yes.
Okay, so don't allow.
Has another hour.
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah, that is what you wanted. You should have allowed.
I want the other weather app, Weather Channel app.
I think Helene's just like an outdated Helen. Like you were Helene in the 1800s and then Helen in the 1900s.
It sounds like an Islamic name. Helene.
So if you guys go on the weather app on your phone or
Nope.
whatever device you have,
I'm
you can look
busy.
right now. The eye is about to make landfall, but this storm is stretching from Havana, Cuba, all the way up to Cincinnati, Ohio.
I think it's pronounced Havana.
Havana from Cuba to Cincinnati, Ohio. Like we're just now starting to get rain from this thing. It's going to rain the rest of the week. We're supposed to
canceled-
get like 3 to 4 inches winds,
They canceled
rain.
some schools
That's a
in East
lot.
Kentucky.
Atlanta's about to get wrecked.
3 to 4 inches of rain?
Yes.
That's a
After
lot.
after like
Yes.
3 months of no rain at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
You
So,
average 0.4 on an average rainfall.
my first question to you guys: have you ever experienced a hurricane firsthand? If you're listening and watching in online, let us know if you have as well.
I've experienced straight winds and like tornadoes, but never hurricane.
Yeah, there's been a lot of hurricanes that hit Florida while I've lived in Kentucky.
Have you been in a hurricane? None of us have been in a hurricane.
My family, they stayed for a Category 2 in Daytona, like way back in the day.
Uh-huh.
But I was like 2. They made me leave. I didn't have no choice, really.
They made you leave. Did they send you in a boat?
I mean, I guess.
By boat.
So that's my next question, by the way.
Okay.
If you were in the like, this is a Cat 4, right? If you were in the direct path of the eye, are you evacuating, or are you the guy that's like, nope, I'm gonna stay with my house?
It's my last
How
stand.
far? How
That's-
far?
That's your last stand. How far? What?
How far? Like evacuating? Like
Evacuate. Like
where's my house? Am I on the beach or am I within
you're
like 5
you're in
miles?
Tallahassee, which is about to get just smoked by
Oh, there.
the eye, and you have family in Jackson, Mississippi.
I'm saying.
Randy says we would have hurricane parties in Georgia. That's fun.
Matt, did you go down there for a recovery after Katrina? Is that what he said there?
No, he said they walked through one in New Orleans. So it was like going on. They walked down the streets in New Orleans. Evacuated. Oh, wait. There's a bunch of stuff happening
Yeah,
here.
keep reading.
Karen Williams coming in. The first time we went to the beach, it came a tropical storm. It was pretty insane, right, Philip? Oh, yeah, I was a baby, I think.
I've seen footage of these things, and they're terrifying.
Yeah, like people were all leaving, and we just got there, and it was just like, we don't want to leave. We got the beach house for the week.
Randy says evacuate. I did.
Gotcha.
I think I'm an evacuate guy. Like, get my family, get out.
It's
We can-
once you live there, it's a common thing to have a plan of like, okay, well, we're gonna go.
You also don't like thunderstorms, though. So.
Oh no, I would want to stay to
Hey.
watch the storm.
the willy
Yeah.
scary.
No, I used to be terrified of them. Now I'm the exact opposite. Like, I'm the dad that goes upstairs and like stands out on the deck
You need
while
to
the
watch,
tornadoes.
You need to
coming
watch the new movie Twisters.
through. Okay, I will.
You'll laugh a lot. It's not a comedy.
I do know houses down there come hurricane rated. So like my sister
They
just
have
bought a
to.
house and hers is like rated for like 3.
Third question: would you, as a weatherman, go into these areas? Like, what's the
Heck
weather
yeah.
Cantori?
Weather person.
You're right. So I was thinking of Jim Cantori. That's his name, right? Where
Jim?
isn't that his name? The
I
guy
don't-
that like they always send to like the worst parts of these
Jim
storms.
Cantor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like,
that's what
would you go and do that?
Yes.
I mean, if it's my job, yeah.
Everybody? Nobody?
If you're in Twisters, you'll realize that women have a second sense when it comes to where tornadoes are going to pop up.
Is that true?
No, that's what happened in the movie, though, because everything's whitewashed with women.
Tabitha agrees with you that it was so bad.
Yeah, Twisters.
That's sad. I was hoping that.
It's just like the next Ghostbusters. Everything's like, we have to put a woman in there that has some kind of special ability that, you know.
Or why couldn't they just put a woman in there who was just
Why can't they just be hot?
good at it? No, but like, why does it have to be like? I don't know. I don't know why.
She
people-
was. She was just good at it.
Yeah, I thought you said she had some special ability that you couldn't.
Well, it's not like superpowers, but yeah, she was like, that tornado's going to go over there. Let's go left. Yeah, you just have
did
to
it go
see
left?
Sometimes.
Huh.
Women are smarter, Mom. Yes, you're right. So anyway,
Technically, I think she is right. Like statistically.
my Aunt Jules down there in Florida right now, she was like, well, it's just another one.
My
That's
sister
crazy.
said it was pretty crazy in Tampa earlier for like a couple hours.
It passed Tampa. The eye wall looks like it's just going straight for Tallahassee.
They said it's still
iOS
ramping.
wall?
It's still like ramping up as we speak.
Yeah.
iWall, iOS.
So it always
Okay.
like is crazy to me how storms can be that big and like I was reading something last week, like clouds weigh like 10,000s of pounds.
Do they really?
Yeah, they're filled with water.
How do they weigh them?
They know the volume of water that's
They
in
put them
them.
on a cloud scale.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
got me.
And they just hang up there, and we're just like weather is fascinating to me, and the whole hurricane thing. There's also 2 other hurricanes right now in the Gulf, like
Ooh, churning up.
churning up. So it's been a relatively like chill hurricane season. So I'm wondering if it's going to go out with a bang here.
Positive thing about hurricanes, you can get beach houses for like dirt cheap during tornado season.
Here's my question:
Sorry, tropical storm season.
how do insurance companies insure homes on the coast like that when you know?
There's
Hurricane's
strange
coming.
loopholes like the one that hit Massachusetts or like that New Jersey area.
Yeah.
A lot of those people never got money out of it.
Oh man.
They just had to rebuild.
Insurance companies are scams.
True.
I watched Incredibles.
Just like casinos.
I will say, I want to live out
Big
natural
scam.
disasters. Like, I'm a thrill seeker. Like, I want to, like, if a category 2 or 3 hit Tampa, I'd probably go down to my sister's just to, like, live through it.
Speaking of which, Saturday, if it dumps rain but not thunderstorms, you guys can come down. Let's get super muddy, play in the mud.
I'm good.
Oh, they also
Bring the
said
kids; they'll love it.
they also said that I had lots of lightning activity, which is super strange for.
Oh, that's
hurricane.
interesting. No,
hey,
thank
Zach,
you.
thanks for commenting in, bud.
I found some hurricane facts here.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, a little top 10. How fast does the wind for a hurricane have to be classified as a hurricane?
This fast.
60 miles an hour.
Guess.
80.
60.
74 miles per hour.
That's what I said.
When is hurricane season?
All the-
September.
all
it's
the
like
time.
fall.
No, it's
Hi, Zach.
It's fall.
no,
It's June
June through September, ain't it?
to November.
November.
That's a long
crazy.
time.
The word hurricane comes from the word huracan, a Taino Native American word, which
Hurri-
means
Hurricane comes from
Which
the
means
term
lots of rain.
hurricane.
it means evil spirit of the wind.
I ain't never seen a hurricane who hurricaned.
Evil spirit of the wind. Hurricanes are also the largest storms on Earth. They can
Ooh.
cover over 1,200 miles.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
exactly like 1,200 miles to Daytona, actually.
That's what I've
Yeah.
always heard about your mom.
Hurricanes rarely produce lightning and thunder. Sorry, Noah. This one might, but it says they rarely do. When was the deadliest hurricane?
1974.
No.
Good guess.
1900 in
How do
Galveston.
they don't even know.
Yeah, Galveston. This is famous. This is a famous thing.
They didn't even have cell phones.
Right.
Right.
haven't
How
heard of
did
the
they couldn't even
Galveston-
weigh the clouds then?
It was 1900. It killed 12,000 people.
Yeah.
in the United States.
1900. They had.
It
It's
was
like,
an island.
it's like the big bad wolf came through and blew their straw houses down.
Could you imagine,
People
like, oh,
built with stone and brick then.
there's a storm out at sea, like, oh, it looks like a crazy one, and next thing you know, you're just
You're
cows
underwater.
are flying, and
Yeah.
you're swimming.
Matt says he feels like some guy made these up in a basement while eating Doritos.
Cheetos. No, Funyuns. Yeah, so those are some hurricane tips for you guys.
According to my calculations,
What was
that's
this
been
bit say?
Find some high ground this weekend if you can. If you need help, reach out.
I don't know,
Take it
man.
easy. If you're down in Florida,
I feel like the
Be
ground's
careful,
just
be
going to soak the water up after like 3 months of no.
We're gonna have to cut the grass again after this week.
I was.
can I say something dumb? Doesn't super dry ground flood easier
Yes.
because it doesn't?
Yeah.
It doesn't absorb.
I think
it.
that's actually a problem.
Okay.
It is. Trust me, I've dealt with it all day.
I don't like my allies on this one.
I was talking to an old wise guy earlier. He said, "Hey,
A gang member?
Wait, like a wise man or like an
just a
old
wise
guy?
old dude that we talked to randomly." But he said, "Hey, it's been 2 months without rain. God shall give and God shall take, and
Oh.
He's giving back."
Yeah, that's right. That's all I got. Brett, you got
That's
anything?
good.
Yeah.
You got Brett music for
Hurricane's also one of the greatest airplanes ever made.
Build your boat, Noah.
Story time with Brett.
My
That's
knee.
it. I just wanted to hear the music
Why does my left knee hurt?
Because you're old.
because it's raining.
Oh, I got the old Arthur.
And you were making fun of
arthritis.
that lady from Twisters.
No,
You
she's
know when
fun.
it's going to rain too.
You watch it, you'll laugh too.
How many of you have read the Bible?
All the way through, or just like occasionally?
I mean, a word. I don't.
Oh yeah, occasionally, yeah.
Noah? Have you read a word of the Bible?
Yes.
What's
we're
up, toy gun?
Putting our hands up.
I want to play a game where you think of
play a game?
think of a character.
I like this.
You guys are sharing the couch, so you're sharing a brain.
Yeah.
Name characters in the Bible who you would like to be the sibling of.
Hey, all of our Bible sleuths out there. Which sibling would you like to be of a biblical character?
Sons of Thunder. Were they? And
Sons of Thunder were the
Simon.
disciples.
I always mess this up.
Sons of Zebedee.
But yeah, that'd be cool to like be a disciple with your bro.
What if you were big like them? Because they were basically like linebackers, is what they were kind of known for, being the big bad dudes.
I'm
Philip
hoping
says,
I drown all these yellow jackets.
that's true. It is insane in East Kentucky right now.
Yellow jackets?
Oh my goodness!
That
You
is a
walk
nice
out
shirt.
and they are just hovering on the ground.
Really?
So yeah, what is a sibling that you would like to be a sibling of?
Don't
a
say
biblical character?
Jesus. I mean, it'd be awesome.
No, I don't.
That is a good one.
It would
Is
be
it?
awesome.
Is
I-
it?
Imagine taking Jesus to a party. Be like,
Yep.
Jesus,
But imagine when he's
I mean, his
gone.
mom did it. Yeah, he's like, Jesus, they ran out of wine.
He's like,
Woman,
woman.
why'd you do this to me?
But like, also,
But he
you're
did
never
it.
gonna live up to that.
All right, one time.
Zach Dom says Cain.
Ooh.
But
Wait, he
you-
wants to be Cain's
other brother? The
So
other
he wants to
brother.
be murdered.
Well, Cain wasn't Abel.
David.
But no, if he's the other brother, he doesn't have to be Abel. He would be just another brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it'd be cool to be David's brother as long as you're on his good side.
We were talking about that earlier, King David. Yeah, that was
That's a good one.
pretty dope.
It's just frustrating because that's what we're studying in our small group, and we talked about this earlier. But how it's so frustrating that David is like,
The golden boy.
yeah, in God's eyes, David is a golden boy. He can't do no wrong.
Was Moses technically
punished.
Pharaoh's brother?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
He was
adopted.
adopted. Yeah, but he was his brother. So wouldn't it be cool to be another sibling that's like, you're not Pharaoh, so God's not like punishing you, but you're not, you know.
yeah, Matt, you're right.
Yeah,
Rural
to go
families
through all
get wiped out too often.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. What about the woman at the well that had like 5 different husbands and stuff like that? You could be her brother
no,
because
man.
she's running back and like, I just met the Messiah, and you're like, oh, here comes
I have
Beth
one
again.
I have one brother-in-law.
yeah.
Do you want to deal with?
Dude, back then everybody had brothers and sisters. They had more kids just so that the possibility of them surviving. I mean, there was a comedian talking about that. It's like, yeah, winter used to kill our kids. Like now, like we've got it pretty good nowadays. I'm just saying.
Are my wife's brothers my brother-in-laws
yes.
too? Okay, now I have 4 then. I thought that was a different. So
Yeah.
they're cool. No, I'm kidding. It's Tyler. I'm
You're
messing with you,
cool.
too.
You're
He's-
cool.
Yeah,
He's not listening. You can say whatever you want.
you're right. He's
Um,
asleep.
yeah,
he goes to bed at like.
There's a
7:30.
lot of interesting characters in the Bible that'd be fun to be their brother. I wouldn't want to be Paul's brother because you would probably still be like, because he was Saul before, and you would still be on that side of things.
You'd have to disown him, right?
Well, you'd either have to disown him or join the team.
And get disowned.
And that's a hard thing back in the day
Yeah.
to join that team.
He's right. That's a tough one.
Moses was abandoned in the river. Yeah, he was abandoned in the river, but then he was pulled out of the river by Pharaoh's mom,
Daughter. Pharaoh's daughter.
Pharaoh's daughter.
What if you were like Judas's brother?
Oh,
No one would ever trust you.
they wouldn't trust him, but by
No.
association.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, there's Judas's brother.
Am I my brother's keeper? Oh, come on, dude. I'm
What's
trying
the
to
one
think
we
of
were
a
talking
cool
about?
one.
The one where the brother sold him?
Oh yeah, you don't want to be Joseph.
Joseph.
Yeah.
You don't want to be any of those
The coat of
brothers.
many colors. Yeah.
Reuben.
Oh, I don't remember their names, but they threw him
Sounds
in the pit and
delicious.
sold him to slavery. But then it ended up being good later, like you said.
Actually, it did work out.
Yeah,
for
because
them in
later
the long
on
run.
he was like, "Oh, you're my brothers," and they're like, "What?
I take it back.
Joseph? Oh man,
I want to be Joseph's.
we
bro.
threw you in a pit and sold you into slavery, and
He's
you're
like,
nice
"Yeah."
to us."
but I still love you.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like a really cool one of somebody that did something just kind of out. Samson, being Samson's little brother.
That would be great because you could talk so much trash and never have to back it up. It would really stink though once he died because everybody's keeping receipts.
Yeah.
But like until he was dead, it'd be a sweet existence.
Who
Like,
are
don't you
you?
make me?
I'm Samson's little brother, Josh of Nazareth.
Yeah, don't you make me go get my brother. Like when my brother comes down here, it's lights out for all y'all.
That's true. Yeah, you've been causing all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, Matt, we backed off of that one. We're back on that one.
12 tribes of Israel. Ooh.
Who's the guy that rode the chariot of fire? Is it Elisha or Elijah?
Which one was it? Oh, yeah, it was Elijah because Elijah, they were like, well, get on up out of here, saying, why don't you do like Elijah and go on up on
How
a chariot of fire?
How cool would it be to be that guy,
Hey,
to be
mom's
his
quoting the
brother?
Bible.
Mom's always quoting the Bible.
To
That's
tell
good,
that
cool.
story, be like, yeah, my brother rode up to heaven. And
And be like, yeah, sure, bud.
Mess with me. Are you drunk again?
how much wine did Jesus make you?
You're saying some crazy stuff,
Yeah.
dude.
Jedediah's here.
You've been
again.
hanging out around that burning bush again? Because you're talking wacky. Marijuana.
Solomon. It'd be good to be his relative. He's the wisest king. He's a very wise man.
Mm.
So that'd be a good one. You could ask him all kinds of questions.
That's the one I think I wouldn't want to be because like if you're jealous of a sibling, that feels like one you'd be
Actually,
jealous
that
of.
doesn't
Like,
work out long term
Oh.
either.
What if you were, okay, let's go the other way, like Bathsheba's brother? Like,
That would suck.
you know what I mean?
Because all the dudes would be up on your brother, or up on,
On
your
your
sister.
sister.
Yeah, and you're like, oh man, I gotta fight everybody.
Not all the dudes. I mean, just
I don't know.
Just one.
It's biblical.
Two.
Said she was hot.
that doesn't mean she was taken,
She was.
and then she was single.
So who's another
And then she was
bad one
taken
to
again.
be like a bad one to be a brother of? Like,
Noah,
Yeah, Noah, because
because they
I get
died.
it.
nobody was good enough. Who was it that his wife turned to a pillar of salt?
Lot.
Lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
I
who
guess
Lot?
that would make me little.
That was a
If
lot.
that was Lot's brother. Lot and a little.
Do you know Lot's brother?
I think he's falling asleep over here. Lot's brother. Yeah, little. I don't want to.
Joab. I have no
Oh,
idea.
were you saying the actual name
Job.
of Lot's brother?
Or how would you want to be Aaron?
What happened to Aaron? I forget.
Moses.
Did you?
Oh, is that his brother? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Did you ever watch that that Netflix show, the
No.
Office Netflix,
The Bible.
the
one?
Promised Land? Yeah.
Oh no, I watched the first episode, but I never got past it.
I don't think they've come out with the second one yet.
Oh, because it's like they got probably a bunch of flack or something.
It was funny though. It was good. I liked it.
Who'd he say?
Helbuza.
I don't know. Hey, Bible correspondent on the scene. What do you think Zach said on this one? Hellabalooza?
Helbuza.
I'm not sure. You're not sure either? Okay. We just didn't know if there was like some secret Bible thing that we were unaware of.
I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Like,
That's fun. I like it.
it'd be cool to be Jesus' brother, I think.
Yeah, I do think that's the one that tops the scales.
Wasn't Lot's brother Abraham?
Lot's brother was Abraham? I don't know.
Like
Mom
that.
says, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let's bless somebody.
You want to?
Oh, the AC kicked on.
Pod bless your heart.
He was on point with that one. That one sounded good. God bless your heart. Sorry, we got a
Alright.
bunch of windows.
No.
on.
What
we
you
got
got?
6,000 likes.
Yes, my finger's sore.
Have you been doing that the whole episode? That's amazing.
6,000 times.
I should help.
So it looks like we got a little wrangling action going on, or lack
it out.
thereof.
Just read it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah. You got it
Yeah,
in front
you
of your
got the.
face.
I can read it if you want, but
All right, we got 8 bulls escaped from rodeo at Emerald Square Mall, all now secured. We have
They went through the mall.
shortly after 1:30
feel free to be excited about it.
1:30 on Sunday, police and fire departments issued the following statement. Reports that 8 bulls are currently on the roost from the rodeo at the mall.
How can you read that and not be excited?
Community members.
Hold on, hold
I
on, hold
voted
on.
on other ones. Okay.
Hold on. All right, I got this. 8 bulls escaped from a rodeo at Emerald Square Mall on Sunday afternoon, and public safety officials have warned the public. Shortly after 1:30 p.m. on Sunday, North Attleboro Police and Fire Department issued the following statement on social media. The North Attleboro Fire Department reports that 8 bulls are currently loose from the rodeo at the Emerald Square Mall. Community members should exercise extreme caution and not approach any bulls. If you see a bull, please call 911 immediately.
Call 1-800-CLOWNS. Get here now.
You can't put out a warning like that around
No.
here.
This
If
rodeo.
you say that,
I'm going-
I will be there in 10
Thank
minutes.
you. That's exactly what I was thinking as I read that. Like, wait, where are the bulls at, and where were they last spotted? Because I'm gonna go see these bulls.
Are they free?
This rodeo is full of clowns.
Nobody ever tells you, but the
Bulls
bulls
are
are.
All right,
fools.
here's the festival ad for it.
The Celebrando las
Nice.
Independencias.
Oh,
they're
now I
eating
see.
people's cows.
Dude, we went to Lita's Tacos for lunch today, and I had the chicken quesadilla. Oh my goodness,
I think it's overhyped.
so good.
Noah eats at one Mexican restaurant and everything else is overhyped.
Noah, go get the chicken quesadilla next time you go.
So they
had
did
it.
catch all the bulls, correct?
Yes, they
Okay.
caught them. The last
That's
one was
bull.
caught 3 hours later.
You know,
3
when
hours later.
when you say bull to me, I don't think Massachusetts. I don't know why.
Well, rodeos travel.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. So you're out.
So
You're
they call
going
it
through
rodeo.
North Attleboro, and you see some bulls. What are you doing?
We
No,
missed the joke.
what?
This is no bull.
The first line of the article. This is no bull.
That's the article I had found earlier. Yeah.
So what are you doing if you walk up on some bulls?
Walk away. Like, oh, you're in the
Hold on.
parking lot. You're not supposed to be
Have you
here.
seen the guy that does like if there was one rational person in a horror movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that reminded me of that when you do that.
Oh,
Like, there's
don't
bulls
go
in
in
the
that.
street.
Yeah.
Turn around and go down a different street.
Time out. This article's better.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Animals charged through the crowded parking lot, knocked down
Oh.
fencing, bumped against the tent, rumbled toward the busy U.S. Highway 1. Eventually headed to nearby woods for short-lived freedom.
A short-lived freedom.
They were pretty hyped up. Were they Red Bulls?
Oh my goodness.
Nothing.
I wonder who got fired for this.
Oh, nobody,
Nobody.
probably because they wrangled him.
But how do 8 bulls?
It's hard enough to get people working at a rodeo, bro. That
Yeah.
guy's not losing his job.
Maybe they just busted down a gate and they're like, "Yeah, freedom."
At what point do you say not my job?
You can't. But I would like you guys to all guess how much a bull weighs. Don't look at my screen.
How much does a bull weigh?
A full-grown adult male.
1,800 pounds.
That's a pretty solid guess.
Thank you.
I thought I was thinking 16.
The lightest they can be is 1,100 pounds. The heaviest they're going to be is 2,200 pounds. That's a
So
ton, you
technically,
guys.
I was right,
Yeah, you're spot on.
but no, not spot on. I was in the middle or somewhere.
Oh, you're pretty good.
Thanks, Dad.
Mature bulls stand at 5'11"
Wow.
and may reach up to 6'7"
That's not that big.
6'7"'s not that big.
on their four legs.
Not on their hind legs.
Joe, are
yeah.
you fighting a bull?
Is that hoof to horn?
Yeah. Here's the deal: if you can olay that thing, get on his back, you could choke that fool out, no problem.
Olay.
Olay,
Underlay.
olay, olay, olay.
Underlay,
Yeah.
sir.
No, I'm running from
The
it.
only Olay I do is Frito.
Ooh, Frito-Lay.
That was well done. That was-
Frito-Lay makes all the chips. That's actually the company name. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Made by Frito-Lay.
I heard a zoologist talk about this exact thing actually yesterday on a podcast,
Bulls breaking loose.
and his advice was,
Quit
It-
listening to Dan Levitard.
no, it's a great show, and Ron McGill's amazing. But they asked him, they're like, hey,
Bless you.
if you're at the running of the bulls and there's a bull, like, what do you do? And he was like, you can't outrun it. The only thing you can do is get something in between you
I would do it.
that will stop, like a car, a building. Like, you have to get something in between you and the bull, or you're donezo.
I've watched the rodeo clowns that do a handstand and let the bull kind of like go to hit him, but then they wrap around the bull's head.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
Do you
hanging
remember
on.
Johnny Knoxville like just taking one straight up with? He's just smoking
To
a
the
cigarette.
chest.
Which
Yeah.
one?
I don't remember that.
There's so many. Like
It was
they
like
did
the first movie, right?
That he could have
That one
died.
and,
He's wearing a vest, but he's
Yeah.
he's just smoking a cigarette blindfolded.
Oh yeah,
It was pretty.
I
cool.
remember
like
when they would sit in the
the
chairs.
seesaw.
They did
They
your
did the
daughter.
seesaw
Did
one
your
too.
daughter.
I loved when they sit at the plastic chair with or table with the four chairs.
That happens at a lot of rodeos.
Yeah.
Or they draw the circle around them, and it's like 4 people in a circle. Last stand. I would do it.
Who we blessing here?
That's a
The
good
guy
question.
that may have or may not have lost his job at the rodeo.
Bing Bing the clown.
Yeah.
I think that's. What
I
we'll have
think
to go
that's
with.
right. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Josh.
Hey, Bing Bing the clown.
God bless your heart, sweetie.
Time out. We can do running of the bulls USA.
What?
They're allowed to do that here?
They already have it.
Apparently,
They already have it.
quarter mile of running in front of 12 1,500-pound raging bulls with horns.
I'm good.
Hey, the only thing we need to do is the downhill trike thing that they do in Cincinnati.
Have you seen the
Red Bull
down?
sponsors it.
Oh, is that
Danger Wheel.
is that coming here?
It's here every year.
It's every first week of August every year.
Every first week of August.
Let's do a pod bless one.
I got
We
a
can
bunch
do
of
it, a
buddies. that
team
do
of
it.
3.
So you have to submit. They pick so many, and
Yeah.
then you have to they
Yeah.
have to shape a good design.
Yeah, we can make a good design.
Probably.
I'm in.
Yeah, I try to get people together, but I'm so old now. I'm like, I don't want to do it because
You
it's
go back to comments.
two
now?
pushers and one rider. Can you click on the comments to make sure the hundreds of people aren't
I am
bombarding
so
us?
hungry.
Oh wait, don't go over and click on.
You
the
don't
other.
have one of them trash salads, do you?
You got to click on the
Oh,
TikTok
Zach
thing.
has a bull story.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. A bull hit and broke my dad's friend's hip. He ended up eating it and shared the meat with us in the 90s.
Wow. No bull.
Autocorrect doesn't allow ancient names in English, Zach said. So he was trying to say a different name.
Oh, gotcha. That's funny. Beelzebub. That's the devil.
They release the bulls in sets, so like you can run, and then a set passes you, and you like run again.
No, thank you.
No,
No,
yeah,
I'm
I'm
good.
too old. I would have done
15
it.
miles an hour, the bulls run at you.
I would have done it at your age.
Wait.
Noah.
If it's, I can outrun a bull then.
You can, Joey.
consistently.
15 miles an hour? Yeah.
You totally
That's
could, Joey.
That's not the thrill.
You could run past it, go back again, and then run past it again.
Noah can run 15 miles an hour.
He sure can.
I don't know if it depends if I'm playing softball or not.
That's a good point. I do run faster when I'm chasing the ball.
We're going to
Oh,
Arizona.
Oh my goodness. Hezbollah?
Hezbollah. Ooh. Don't want to be his brother. Oh, anyway. Well, I think it's been a good full show. Brett, I really enjoyed your segment. I think that went down some routes that we didn't expect, and I liked it a lot. Joey, your segment blew me away.
Ah,
I'll die on that hill for yours, Josh.
We should do a recap at the end of every show where we just like compliment each other's segments.
Your
Noah,
seggy.
way to go on the no bull. No bull is about it. I don't know. Mountain oysters? Yeah.
Rock.
Have you ever had Rocky Mountain oysters?
No, I have not.
That is bull testicles.
Don't you think they look awfully tasty?
Well, what?
Anything cooked. Rocky Mountain oysters is bull testicles cooked.
Don't you think they look? I'm serious though. Like, if
Yeah, they
you're-
do look good when they're cooked up right.
But then they're like, it's a bull testicle.
And you're like, I've had worse.
I might eat it if someone doesn't tell me what it is first.
That's
Would you eat a
usually
bull testicle?
Rocky Mountain oyster.
I mean, you can look at it and tell what's going on there.
I don't know. I don't look at a lot of bull testicles to know that, oh, hey, that's a
Would you try
Approximately
it
how big is a bull testicle?
pretty big.
Like a healthy
Google
size
it
meatball.
on Joey's computer?
Yeah,
Like
you
a
should look
healthy
it up on
size
Joey's
meatball.
computer.
Please
for
don't
sure.
do that.
Not Google.
Good night,
Thank
Zach.
you.
Thanks for tuning in with us,
A
brother.
good night. Hey, if you like the show, tell people about it. Like us on all the places. I don't have to say it. Should I say them all?
Yeah.
The TikTok, the Facebook, the Twitch, the Instagram.
We're on more things that we know than exists.
I think that's about everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Make sure to get on TikTok with us and like our live as we're doing it. You can just tap on the
Hell.
screen. How many? Let's see this, Brett. We're up to 10,000.4 likes tonight on TikTok.
We made
Thanks,
10,000.
TikTok guys.
Thanks everybody for clicking on the screens.
You're the best. That's all I got. You got anything else?
That's all I got. We'll see you guys next week.
I'm Joey.
I'm Josh.
I'm Brett.
That's
And
Noah.
That's Noah.
And
this is Pod Bless.
For their sacred song.
Crank the tunes.
Spreading light and clean.
Oh yeah, give me some.
Joey, Josh, and Brett. Talking scripture free.
Bye.